Whoa, we're doing this. We are doing this. It's been a while. It's been a very long while. How are you? Are you good? Welcome to another edition of Tune in Tokyo, and my camera is struggling here. Let me turn off the autofocus. You stay there. About there, maybe? That should be okay. Let me see if I'm streaming on my channel. Dun, 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 dun. I am. Okay, groovy. It's all working. I am. All right. Hey there. Let me just, okay. This total on a whim, coming online just on a whim. Here was my thinking. You go there. You do that maybe? Try something like that. Okay. Um, I I've been streaming every day for half a year, and it's been really groovy, and I haven't done one of these from the record room here, from the office, from the living room in a long time. I've been using my car as a studio, and I've also been just thinking about streaming in a different way. But in the last couple days, one of my homies said, "I want to I want you to do a live panel thing," and I said, "Yeah, been down that road, still keen to, yeah, maybe, but I kind of like what I'm doing right now." But tonight, it happened to be that my crew slept slightly earlier than usual, and that allowed me to pop on here for like 45 minutes. I got like 45 minutes in me. I have no idea what to talk about. I have no idea what we're going to do. And I don't even know if this is going to be like, if I'm embarrassing myself by being out here, by just winging this so fully. But I want to invite you to come hang out. If anybody wants to come out, they're most welcome to. I, I, yeah. So send me a DM on Instagram. I guess that's the way we'll do it. I guess I ought to have maybe some kind of monologue or something, but I literally have nothing. I just was like, it's Monday night here, Monday morning your time. I think it's a little bit of an open calendar slot. So I thought, okay, why not just grab it, and maybe we'll do one of these. And yeah, I'm pretty exposed. I'm pretty out there. I'm pretty like I don't know if I need to be out there more, but I just felt I grew a wild hair. How are you? Are you good? It's been a while. It hasn't been that long, but it's been a while since I've been standing here in front of my battle station and doing a video like this. I did one yesterday. I just put out a video this morning about the record fair. I went to a record fair over the weekend, and it was really cool. I hope you guys had a nice 4th of July weekend. I'm going to check my messages here. Just keep it open. Hope you had a nice 4th of July weekend. We had for our 4th of July weekend, I had a record fair, which was really groovy. And I'm not going to oblige anybody to go watch my video, but it's out there. And I did something I kind of never really do, which was I took the camera and I flipped through the records like this. And I don't particularly like to shop like that. And I don't really see the appeal, but I know that people love that. So I thought I'd just do that. And sure enough, some people were like, "Oh, my mouth's watering. Oh, there's so many good records in there." And it was fun. I talked about, if you get to the end of the video, it's quite a long video. It was like like 45-minute long video. And for the first like 5 minutes, I'm just like goofing around on the motorcycle. And then for the next, like, I don't know, 5 minutes, I'm talking about the record fair and the area that we rolled up on. And then for like the next 30 minutes, I'm talking about I'm digging, and I'm just like, it's kind of like B-roll, but I'm just digging. It was like for 30 minutes straight. And then I come back home and I'm reflecting on the reflections. I'm having reflections of the record fair. I put my records back, but I'll bring them out real quick and I'll repeat myself. Are they here? Yeah, these were the records I scored. I think this is all of them. I talked about them in the video, but I scored this kind of interesting Brazilian pop trio, this all girls rock pop band from Brazil from the 70s, Umas e Outras, some and others. I didn't know about it. It was kind of a blind buy. Bought a Louis Armstrong because I really love the graphic sensibility of this album cover. Bought this Chico Hamilton record because I bought this Eric Dolphy record, and Chico Hamilton's name gets dropped on this on the liner notes of this Eric Dolphy record. And then I brought home some Mahavishnu Orchestra, and that was like 5 records I brought home for $35 or like $30. So it was a really nice chance to score some easy cheap heats. And oh my God, there's so many kind of newish records that are in the collection that I could pull out. Maybe I'll do like a whack-a-mole. What should I do? I'll show some. What should I show? I don't even know. I'm on a Grandaddy. I'm on a very, very big Grandaddy kick right now. Do you guys know Grandaddy? I'm obsessed. I've been obsessed for a really long time, but I'm starting to realize that maybe Grandaddy is speaks to me like no other artist does. And I feel like nobody cares about Grandaddy and nobody knows about him, although there are gajillions of CD singles that he put out that you can get. I mean, literally, there's like 7 studio albums and there's like 30 CD singles that he put out. I've got some of them right here. I'm gonna make a Jason Lytle. I'm gonna make a Grandaddy video at some point, but I kind of don't want to steal my own thunder here. But here's Under the Western Freeway and Grandaddy, and Software Slump on this double box thing that I got, and then I have a couple of copies of Software Slump that I just ordered. I just ordered this on vinyl. It got repressed in June, and I finally pulled the trigger on a vinyl copy, which I've never had before. The originals are really expensive. They're like a couple $100. So I never had one. But I also just discovered that there's bonus tracks on the Japanese CD. So I also ordered a 3rd CD of Grandaddy. It's going to be like of Software Slump. It's going to be the record that I have the most in the collection. And then someday, this one might be a Japanese bonus track. This came after Software Slump, and I just ordered this on vinyl. I don't know if it got pressed originally on vinyl, but just scored that one a couple of weeks ago, a week ago. Killer record. After I'm on standby. I don't know how you describe Grandaddy. I equate him to anti-folk. He's got this kind of singing in the attic by myself voice, this very unvirtuosic voice, and this acoustic guitar sort of Daniel Johnson thing, but luscious synths and soundscapey and sort of synth orchestras, overtones all across all his music. So I love that juxtaposition of the acoustic guitar, the acoustic piano, and then the luscious synth soundscapes. It's very Bowie-ish, and it's very sort of neo-punkish. It's very cool. I love Grandaddy, and I'm just bringing them up totally randomly today because I've just been on such a kick. Blue Wave is his latest record. Blue Grandaddy is Jason Lytle. He's got a bunch of guys that he plays with, um, but it's basically this dude, Jason Lytle from Modesto, California. Let me know what you know about Grandaddy. I don't have anybody to share my Grandaddy love with. So I kind of don't, like I said, I want to make a video about Grandaddy and not just a live stream. But yeah, more CDs, 2 copies of Just Like the Family Cat. The Crystal Lake is one of his biggest songs. That's a single. Under the Western Freeway, Concrete Dunes. What's this one called? Excerpts from the Diary of Toddzilla. These are all like EPs and sort of weird collections, and it's kind of in the vein of like Flaming Lips or Beckish, or it's really great. And the guy had like a little bit of it. He was born in 69, so that puts him at, yeah, he's almost like 60 years old. But he's like a aging hipster, and he's from Modesto, California, and oh man, he's just like the coolest. And you guys, like, I didn't anticipate to talk about this, and forgive me if you end up watching a video about him in a couple weeks time, and I feel bad for even like breaking his confidence, because I actually wrote him yesterday. I just like on a whim wrote his Instagram account, and I wasn't really planning on sharing this, but I wrote Jason Lytle. I have this rule for myself that I've made. If I think of somebody and they pop into my mind and I haven't talked to them in a while, this year I kind of made this resolution that I would immediately reach out to them. Been on, let me see, Meta. Sorry, I gotta figure something else out. I need my new glasses are coming. They're very close behind. Okay, sorry. Been on a Psycho Kudo, Udo metal band, Duran Gay Kick and Clean, Baby Metal, and Eugene Kick. Okay, I've heard of all of these. I'm not like that tapped in. I mean, there's just too much to know. It's like, I always wondered about like Blockbuster Video. Or the library. There's like any library, but I always just, for some reason, when I was a kid, I had this sort of, I had this moment where I just imagined like, so wait a second, this Blockbuster has every movie that's ever been made, and what's going to happen when the next year all the new movies come, and then the year after that, where are all the movies going to go? Where are all the movies going to live? And all the music that's out there, like, it's just impossible to know it all. I can't know it all. And I get people say to me all the time, just tonight, I met some dude, really cool cat. He fucking manages Nujabe's estate. This dude on this BMW GS 1300. I was in the motorcycle parking lot, and he was like, "Oh, you're the guy who owns this bike," and I was like, "Oh, you're the guy who owns that bike." And I got to talking to him. The guy represents Nujabe's. Fucking super cool dude, and like maybe that means something. Like something could come of it. We had a great long conversation, but he said that he was at this concert last night for Ado, and I was like, Ado, and he was like, Ado, how can you not know Ado? And I was like, dude, I can't. It's like my kid, I can't know it all. My family's into their stuff, my kids are into their stuff, I'm into my stuff. But I'm so happy that you've been on this kick of music. And your comment here, Metal John's Metal half, sorry, Metal Talk half. My eyes are so bad. I'm so sorry. I can't read it. Music helps me heal. I love this. So this was my message to Jason Lytle, just on a whim. I said, this was yesterday at 2 p.m. I said, writing to you on a whim from Tokyo, not totally sure what to say, suddenly compelled to reach out. Been listening to Blue Lave, playing along on the piano, and just had a moment of deep appreciation. I've been a fan for a long, long time, but I've been living in Tokyo since 2004, which is about when I found your music. And I've never seen you live, nor do I have many friends to share my appreciation for you. So I just love you on my own. Just wanted to tell you that your songs speak to me. Your textures touch me, your waves soothe me like no other music. It's medicine for my heart and my head. Just wanted to say thank you. Thank you so very much. Life is better with Grandaddy. Love from Tokyo Brian. And he wrote me fucking back. Dude, one of my musical heroes wrote me back. He wrote back, it's all about the feelings. Thanks for the generous message. Say hey to Japan from me, Jay. I'm like, what? I got a message from Jason Lytle. So fucking stoked. Super, super stoked. So that was, yeah, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a video about it, and please act surprised when you see the video when it gets released and whenever I get around to it. But yeah, so hold on, I think it's right. Me talk me talk of metal metal cave. God, that wasn't so hard. Metal cave. Metal John's Metal Cave. I got it. Metal John's Metal Cave. Sorry, dude. I kept my late mom Jackie Chan CD collection. C prop from China. Interesting. Cool. Very, very cool. I agree. So much music in the world. Been fan of your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That's really cool, man. It's cool to hear C pop. I heard the word P pop for the first time this year. Hold on a second. I'm burning up. Just a second. Let me get the AC going. I'll be right back. 1 second. Yeah, cool. C-pop. I need to get tapped into C-pop. I don't know any C-pop. I know I heard P-pop recently. Filipino pop. And speaking of, oh, I can't talk about that. Oh man, I have this really amazing Filipino rock funk record. I never remember the name. Radioactive Noodles is how you say their name in English. But fucking super crazy band. I got to make a video about them too. But that's cool. C-pop. These days, when you go to HMV in Shibuya, you'll find a new section that you never used to see before, and it's Taiwanese music. And I'm not sure, like, what the implications of being Chinese and liking Taiwanese music or vice versa, but it's just interesting to see that, pop music has expanded beyond K-pop, and maybe it was always here. I mean, there's another interesting subgenre of Malaysian music called Dungat or Gandut or something I've kind of got hip to a little bit. That's pretty groovy. It's sort of like their city pop or just their kind of, rock and roll, the music that their parents hated, basically our grandparents hated, but our parents loved, something like that. Hey, DJ Trish in the house. Hello, Brian. Greetings from the USA. Nice to hear from you, DJ Trish. I need my glasses. Where are my glasses? Here they are. The problem is my glasses are so scratched. Jackie Chan is an amazing singer and actor. I did not know that. I didn't know he's an amazing singer. It doesn't surprise me. He's just one of those super talented people. Is he? I mean, that's cool. Shoegaze and dream pop are starting. Oh my God, this doesn't help at all. Poetry on Plastic. Shoegaze and dream pop are starting to get big in the Philippines. That's cool. Oh man, speaking of shoegaze, I went to see My Bloody Valentine when they came to Tokyo a couple months ago, and oh my God, I felt so bad for them. Somebody just tonight, coincidentally, hey Yornamore, you're good to see you, buddy, and good to see you too. Poetry on Plastic. I didn't shout out your name. Good to see you, Michael. Yeah, and they had like the worst technical difficulties. Oh my God, I felt so bad for them. It almost ruined the show. I mean, the Japanese audience was so understanding and patient, but they would have been booed off stage if it was back home. I think they literally would have been booed off stage. they had this backing track that kept coming on, and it was like it looked like, I mean, the sound guy might have just like stepped away from the board and be like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on. It's like Ghost in the Machine. It was such a massive train wreck. And I've talked to a few people who were there, and they were like, it wasn't that bad. And I was like, it was bad. And they're like, it wasn't that bad. And somebody just tonight posted a video of the whole, or I don't know if they posted it tonight, but I saw the entire Tokyo concert on YouTube, and I went and found the moment, and it was just as painful and cringy to watch 10 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago as it was when I saw it live. Worse, actually. It's just because I was like, I hope maybe it wasn't as bad as I remember it, but it was. And he's just like, and Kevin Shields is just like, he's like, I'm gonna quit music, and then he starts like arguing with the band, and it was ugly. It's 10:30 in the morning in Jackson, Missouri. Okay, Jackson, Missouri. That's where you are, Metal John's Metal Cave. That's cool. Where in Missouri? Oh, Jackson, Missouri. Okay, the reason I did a double take there is because my grandparents met in St. Joseph, Missouri. They were both newspaper folks, and that is on I-44, maybe Interstate 44, which takes you directly to my hometown, Tulsa. So maybe Jackson, Missouri, which I don't know where that is. Maybe it's not that far from Tulsa. Oklahoma touches like 6 states. It touches Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Kansas, Colorado, and I think New Mexico as well. Yeah, it's quite so. Yeah, depending on how you drive, you can cross those state borders. Okay, what else can I talk to you about? Yeah, man, on a giant Grandaddy trip right now. That's my it's so sad and happy at the same time. It's really, if you I wanna kinda wanna have him all to myself. I like that he's a little bit unknown. Is he unknown? Do you guys know Grandaddy? I assume he's super out there, but kind of think he's not also. Do you guys not know Grandaddy? I think he didn't have that many Instagram followers, but I'm totally blown away by the dude. I think he should be like, as big as, you know, Coldplay, or, as big as Beck, or as big as, yeah, he should be as big as Beck. 2 hours from St. Louis. Okay, so you're kind of on the other side of the state. That's pretty far from me. St. Louis. I saw yes, 2 hours from St. Louis. Yes, I saw the Dead in St. Louis, and I got stranded in St. Louis. I've got some great memories of St. Louis. I saw the Dead at where I've seen them. Can't remember what the name of the venue is, but very good memories. And my 1974 Volkswagen bus broke down in the middle of Missouri somewhere, and my dad came out and like towed me home in like a flatbed or something like that. I don't remember so well, but I remember we went to White Castle, and that was the only time I've only been to White Castle, and we had one of those moments where it was like my dad was like, "How many do you want?" And I was like, "How many? 2?" And he was like, "No, no, no, you want like 8." And I was like, 8? And we had, yeah, and it was a great memory, a great core memory. AZ Beltry in the house. Yo, Brian, broadcasting from the record room, old school. I know, I hadn't done one of these in a while, and the crew went to sleep uncharacteristically early tonight, probably because they went huge last night. They went to go see Miss Green Apple at the Olympic Stadium. My wife and my son went and saw a big concert at this soccer stadium that holds 70,000 people. And they've sold the show out like 6 or 7 nights in a row. They've sold the venue out 6 or 7 nights in a row. So, and they had the whole drone array fireworks situation going on, not fireworks, but drones. And when I pulled up on the place, there was like, the drones were like, they said like Miss Green Apple, and then it changed to an apple, and they were meant to have some Spider-Man thing. I don't know. But it was the first time I'd seen that, which was pretty cool. Yeah, so I just have like, I don't know, I have 20 more minutes, and then I'm gonna cut this off. But if you want to come up and say hello, did I drop it? I think I did. I dropped if you want to come say hi, don't feel obliged. I'm happy to be up here. But if you want to, yeah, my Instagram. Oh, my Instagram. I've forgotten how to do this. My Instagram is at TokyoRecordStyle. send me a DM, come up and tell me what records you scored lately, what's in your world, and we can hang out for a little bit. But it is late, so I'm not going to go on too long. But I had like 45 minutes. I'm going to do one of these old things. Okay, well, the thumbnail of this is my Leica M8, and I'm going to have to sell it soon. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to unload a bunch of cameras. I think I've got some shit I got to pay for, and I need to liquidate a little bit. It's a little irresponsible for me to be hanging on to these cameras that I never actually use. And there's a couple of them sitting right here. These are both kind of cool. These are two, we'll get a little camera geeky here. These are two Ricoh GRs. Dun, 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 two of them. Two Ricoh GR1s. I think these are GR1. Maybe one of them is a GR1V. This is a beautiful little camera that came out, I'm going to guess like 90, 91, 92, 93. And it was basically, does this thing have batteries? Oh, it needs batteries. Yeah, okay, maybe this one. That's an embarrassing. They're both dead. It's pathetic, Brian. I should be ashamed. I am ashamed of myself. They haven't used these in so long. The batteries are dead. They take CR2s too, which I probably have some. But at any rate, is there one right there? Hold on. Right now. But anyway, what was so special? Well, first of all, it's just got this beautiful profile. Hold on, let me turn the. Well, I'll just leave it here. It's got this beautiful little low pro profile, and it's got a little LCD on top, and the lens only comes out about this far, and has a little flash here, and nice viewfinder, and it's so what's the word? So sort of discreet. This little camera, it's just such a cute little point and shoot camera. You can do like this, with one eye open. And the very famous Japanese photographer Moriyama Daido made this camera famous because he used it. It perfectly suited his style of photography of shooting out on the street. It wasn't this big thing that he had to focus. It was an autofocus lens, and it was very clandestine, and he could get the photos that he wanted from it. And it's got a 2.8 lens, which is a very fast lens on such a small, it's a very fast aperture on such a small lens, and it creates a very deep depth of field. And oh, I see more comments coming in. I missed them. Okay. Let me pull. Okay, I've totally forgotten how to do this. Okay. I got the new Les Claypool Lennon Delirium. Oh, it's good. Oh, Trish, I'm so jealous. I want that, and I want that so bad. I want the comic book. I'm so jealous. Good for you. Lucky you. It must be really fun. I don't have any Sean Lennon records, but I have a bunch of Primus records. And man, I haven't even listened to it. I bet it's incredible. Congrats for that. I'm gonna, if I can find it, I'm gonna get it. I imagine here it's like $100 record, 100 J-bucks. Let me wrap this camera up real quick. So this camera, what it can achieve is that it can achieve like the same depth of field that a single lens reflex kind of type camera or a rangefinder camera or a studio camera can kind of achieve that very shallow depth of field, the little, so that your eyes are in focus, but everything is out of focus behind you. It's really hard to achieve such an effect with these little tiny compact cameras. But this company, Ricoh, managed to do it with the GR1, and that's what makes this camera so famous. And the dude who made it famous, Daido Moriyama, he signed my GR1. And this is going to have to go away. It's worth about $1,000. So if anybody wants a GR signed by Moriyama Daido for $1,000, or make me an offer, DM me. I'm not really totally sure the market value of it, but I have a hunch it's somewhere around there. Um, and then the funny thing is that his buddy, the very also famous Araki, Nobuyoshi Araki, he signed my other one. So if you're looking for, if you prefer Nobuyoshi Araki, DM me. I've got one signed by Moriyama and one signed by Araki. Moriyama signed everything. I don't think Araki signed all that much stuff. So yeah, a bunch of camera stuff here, just goofing off. I was in St. Louis for 3 days in the Barnes Jewish Hospital to get heart surgery to fix my heart that caused my stroke when I was 24 years old in 2004. Oh my goodness. Dang. Heart surgery at 24 years old? That's rough. That's rough, Metal John's Metal Cave. Man, that's brutal, dude. I hope man, that sounds expensive too. I hope you had insurance and everything, and I hope it all worked out in the end. And okay, if 2004, that's the year I came to Japan. So I know that that's 22 years ago. So if you had a heart situation 22 years ago and you're still thumping, then they must have done a good job. I'm glad that you're still here. I'm glad that you got the surgery that you needed. Intense. Woo-wee. At 2004. I have a friend who had who was like a cyclist, avid athlete, really well, super fit dude, like triathlete kind of guy. And he had a heart thing and he had to have a heart surgery when he was like 25. And I think he didn't have health insurance and it was like millions of dollars. And he was like, I'm fucked for my whole life. I got to pay, this money forever. I hope I hope he somehow like got out of it somehow. But I know that, it was such a comically enormous amount of money. He was just like, he wasn't even that upset about it. He was like, this is my lot in life now. I had this heart and I didn't have the insurance to get it done and they had to do it and I didn't have any choice. And yeah, so whew. And this camera, killer camera, right? I got a bunch of cool cameras here. Got a bunch of cool ones. I got one I really, really would love to show off. I kind of need to have a little bit more preparation to do those. Oh, there's a message here. Marty says, I don't seem to be able to comment on your YouTube channel. Am I banned? I hope not, Marty. Hope not. Don't think so. Sorry if I ought not to have read that out loud. I don't think so. Let me check. And if so, that's a mistake. Marty in Oregon. Good to see you, Marty. Where are you? You're not popping right up. Yeah, I can't comment on some people's videos or some people's comments, or sometimes when they reply to me, I can't see their comments until I log into a different account and they're like, dude, you're not blocked. I never had any reason to block you and I can't see you. So it happens. I'm subscribed to you. I'm subscribed to you. Let me try to like unsubscribe and like resubscribe. Unsubscribing, resubscribing. See if that works, Marty. Warp Tracks. Oh my God, my vision is so bad. Hey, afternoon from Scotland. Hey there, Warp Tracks. Thanks for dropping by and saying hello. Nice to see you. The Claypool Lennon Delirium. Oh wait, I should pull these comments up, right? Oh, sorry. It's been a while since I've done this. I've forgotten how to do it. Show this one. Afternoon from Scotland. Okay, cool. Yeah. Congratulations to UK today. They beat Mexico in the World Cup or whenever it was, yesterday, I guess, for you guys. Yeah, super bummer. My brother-in-law is from Monterrey. The whole family was cheering for Mexico, but my dear British friend wrote to me and said Mexico should have won. It was I don't know. I didn't watch the game. I kept my eye on the score, but I imagine they both put up a good fight. The Les Claypool Delirium is epic. So is Primus. Nice. Yeah, I really want to see that comic book. I saw somebody, maybe it was Mazzy. I saw somebody showing the comic book, and I was like, oh man, I don't even care about the music. I want that comic book. That looks super cool. DJ Trish, let's see. I have a small camera for street photo and it's pretty good. Nice, DJ Trish. What is it? The best camera, the very best camera for street photography is the one in your hands. So, but I'm curious, what do you shoot with? Every camera is cool, but people always ask me like, what camera should I get? You know, you're the photography dude. What camera should I get? And I never have any good advice for them because I have my cameras and I don't really keep up with, once you have a camera, you're kind of done looking at cameras for a while at least. So I don't know what's come out because I have my camera. And but I always tell people you should get the coolest looking camera. This is what I always tell people. Get the coolest looking one because the coolest looking one, they all have great specs. They all have, great low light capabilities. They have like zoom and face tracking and all this, stuff that makes them communicate. Okay, maybe some have some special thing, but really they just all the iPhone takes like the best pictures ever. And you just want to be inspired to pick it up and take it out so that you'll use it. So that's why I always say get the one that looks the coolest. You're like, I don't know what it is about that one, but that one just looks good. It just looks good to me. I know it's not the most expensive one, or it's not, that one's supposed to be better. It's got better specs, but I just like this one better. And I like this brand, something about it. You get that one. That's always my advice. That's cool, Trish. Thanks for sharing though. So was most of Scotland cheering on Mexico. That's funny. That's funny. Does Scotland have its own? Are they competing in the World Cup? Do you guys compete as UK, or can you compete as Scotland? I suppose you're just competing as UK, but that's funny. Oh man, I'd kill to go to Scotland. I really want to go. I want to go to the Fringe Fest. I want to go to Edinburgh. I want to see that. I want to see that Castle Street. I want to go to Dunedin. Is that Scotland? I feel like that might be New Zealand. Dunedin. There's some amazing city that I saw pictures of a long time ago. I really want to go there. I think that's Scotland. And the bogs. I want to go to the peat bogs. Good morning from Hawaii. Hey, Ocean Adrian. Nice to see you. It's good to have aloha. Man, that poor aloha guy, that poor guy from Mexico or from Hawaii, he sure did catch a lot of flack. I felt bad for him. I actually sent him a message saying like, hey dude, don't mind anybody. I don't know if he ever got it because he didn't reply to me, but in fact I don't think he saw the message. But I just saw this guy, man, he just took so much. I saw some ugliness out there. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? This dude from Hawaii who's talking about stuff in the VC. Man, there was some venom, some poisonous bad words just talked about him, and man, my heart kind of went out to him. It's just rotten. Some people did some man, I'm just like, where does that come from? Where does that level of insecurity come from? Intense. But aloha to you, Ocean Adrian. Always good to see you. Mahalo. Can I say that too? I've always liked Fuji cameras. Solid. Yeah. Okay, now I have to pull out my Fuji camera. I have a Fuji camera that I love so much. Just a second. Let me see if I can find it. It's kind of buried in here. Where the hell is it? I love this camera. Oh no, it's like, where the hell is it? I've got too many cameras. Oh shit. Oh, I found it. It's way back here. Oh, man. It's way in the back. It's behind. Can I do a little camera flexing real quick? Oh my God. It was behind my Konica XR RF, and it was behind my Leica M8. And it was also behind my two M6s. Okay, but I really love this camera. This is not a Fuji camera. This is a Fujika. This is a Fujika camera, and I think it is like Japan's answer to the Leica camera in like 1961. Let me do the autofocus just for a second. It's not the autofocus on this camera is great. It's the lens is crap. Let me even take it out of here. That's it. Is it going to come into focus? Oh, it's not coming, baby. Okay, there we go. Look at this beautiful baby. Come on. Where are you not focusing? Is that as close as you want to focus? Okay. It's this camera. They made it in silver. But there are very, very few versions of it made in black. And it's just got the sexiest lines. Look at these like angled lines. Is that not sexy as can be? And the way you focus it, it's got one of these focuses. You focus it like this. So, and the viewfinder looks so retro. And the way you cock the shutter is on the bottom. Let me see. Oh, come on. Don't. Yeah. You do it on the bottom. Let me show that. That's it. And it's like this. I love this camera. It's so timeless. Yeah, this one's very groovy. The Fujika 35M. You can never find these. Come on, baby. It wants to focus on my eyes. That's the problem. Isn't that so nice? She's a beauty. She's not worth much, but I love this one, the Japanese Leica. I mean, like the old school Japanese Leica. And then this like beautiful half case. It needs a little TLC, but yeah, Fujika is the bomb. Anyway, that's it. I'm almost okay. Did that help, Marty? Did that help? Maybe it didn't help. Did it work? Oh, okay. I don't seem to be able to comment. Okay. I'm commenting, but they disappear. All good though. If we're good, yeah, dude. All good. Not sure, man. Sorry about that. We were knocked out early. Doors just let's see. We were knocked out early. Doors just making it for the first time in 28 years was success. We were knocked out early. Doors just making it for the first time in 28 years. Okay, well, congrats. Wait, who is that? Is that Warped Tracks? Are you in Scotland? Who's in Scotland? That's you. Okay. Yeah. Okay, well, better luck next year or next World Cup. I think Japan's going to win it. I think Japan's going to win eventually. Like I think they got it in them. Some people think that they're not going to win for 50 years or something. I think they're going to win in the next soon. I don't know. I want to say 3, but I want to say that in the next 3 World Cups, but that seems both too soon and too far. But I don't think they'll get it. If they can get past, if they can get through a wave, like a big wave, like had they beat Brazil, they would have been carried by their own momentum, I think. And they play, I don't know anything about I don't know anything about soccer. I don't know anything about like the strategy, but I know that they play kind of Moneyball, and I'm guessing that if they play like they think, then it has to be a lot more than just talent. It's a lot of like it's just like a lot of strategy, I'm sure. Because they have to work with what they have, and they don't have, what, they don't have the maturity that some of the other clubs that have. They don't have the size and mass of other squads. But they'll get there another way, like they do, like they commandeered the the sport of baseball. I'm sure they're going to do it with soccer eventually. If not next World Cup or the next one, then yeah, I hope for their sake. But I don't really care. I'm not that into it, but it's cool. It's cool. Um, okay, well, that was fun. Yeah, that's all. I just wanted to like pop on and do one of these. And thanks for leaving a comment and hanging out. And yeah, I just thought I'd take this time. It's like that's clock because my battery and my clock died. So I'm referring. Yeah, it's time to get off one of these things. So I hope you have a nice day. I hope maybe there'll be another one of these in the not so distant future. And but yeah, I do it online every day in the morning for like an hour, and it's become like kind of a daily journal. And occasionally I do it in the public space, but right now I keep to a small group of homies, which is really fun. If you want to like hang out, send me a DM. There's a couple of ways that you can like circumnavigate the thing. We can kind of like hack away at it a little bit. And if you want like a Tokyo Record style sticker, I got lots of stickers. Send me a DM and I'll send you a sticker. And yeah, if you're in the market for a camera, let me know, because I need some cash for a fun little side project I'm working on. Yeah, and go check out Grandaddy. And I'm going to sleep. Okay, hope you have a nice rest of your day from Tokyo. Thanks for hanging out. I'll shout you out. Warped Tracks, Ocean Adrian, DJ Trish. Good to see you. Metal John's Metal Cave. Thanks for being here, Metal John. AZ Belltree dropped by. Yornimer in the house. Happy to have you here, Yornimer. Poetry on Plastic. Thanks for dropping by. Yeah, shoegaze and dream pop are starting to get big in the Philippines. Yeah, Michael, you should tap us into P-pop. And Metal John's Metal Cave you should tap us into C-pop. I'd check out some C-pop. Cheers. Okay, guys, have a good one. See you on the next one. Bye. Go check out my videos. I just made a new one. There's a new one coming out tomorrow too.